Hey, Andrew, how are we doing today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Quick question, actually. Can you talk to me a little bit about Agenda Uniform configuration?
Absolutely. Let's hop into a Teams meeting and I'll show you what we've got configured.
Fantastic. Let's do it.
First, let's do a quick overview of what's required to configure Agenda Unity forms. You'll need a document type associated with the form template. You'll need to configure user rights for your HTML forms. And you'll also need to access the forms designer and create a new form template to use. Let's start with the document type configuration. It's recommended to create a document type specifically for form templates for organization purposes. It does not need to be assigned to a specific file format. The form template is associated with the doc type during the template configuration, not during the document type configuration. So just create a document type and you should be good to go. Next, let's move on to the user rights configuration. To submit agenda forms, a user will need the HTML forms product right. You can find this in OnBase config, user groups and rights, product rights. And you'll see something similar to the image down below. You can select HTML and Unity forms. If a user needs rights to publish templates, new ones, they will need rights to the sys HTML forms document type. Let's move on to creating the form. To access the Forms Designer within Agenda, open up OnBase Agenda and navigate to File, Forms Designer. Within Forms Designer, you'll see a little button in the top left that says Create. Go ahead and click that, and you'll be met with a window similar to what's on the right here. Let's configure the form target as an agenda item, assign the appropriate document type. This is the one we created earlier, and then give the template a name, and go ahead and click OK. Now that we've created the form, we need to do some form template configuration. This is where things may get a little bit tricky. There are 3 required fields for an agenda form template: a text box with a field source of short item title, a select list with a field source of meeting type, and a select list with a field source of agenda item type. The field source can be found by clicking the field and navigating to the Properties menu in the bottom left. And after you've configured the form, go ahead and click Test Drive to validate, and then click Publish. Once you've created it, we can use your new agenda form template by going back to Agenda, clicking New Agenda Item, and then selecting your agenda form template. You can fill out the form, and then click Save and Submit, and it will be added as an agenda item that can be added to an existing meeting. Now I know we went over this a little fast, so let's go ahead and take a look at this live. So I'm here in OnBase Agenda, and we're going to start. We've already created a document type, but let's start by creating that form. Go into File, Forms Designer. Go ahead and hit Create. We're going to set the form target to agenda item. Select our document type. I'm just selecting a random one here. You should select the one you created. And give it a name. Click OK. We'll now be brought to our form configuration. And this is where we need those 3 fields. Start with a select list. Down here in the bottom left, field source of meeting type. Get another select list with a field source of agenda item type. I'm just going to name these appropriately. And then we'll need a text box with a field source of short item title. And those are the 3 fields that we need configured for the agenda form. You can go ahead and click Test Drive, and we're brought to this window, which means it's working well. You'll know if you don't have something configured correctly. Say we go into the short item title. Let's set the field source back to this group. When we go to test drive, we'll see this error. Form must contain a field with short item title field source. This will point you in the right direction to getting these fields configured. You can add other fields if you'd like, but these are the 3 ones that are required. Let's go ahead and switch this back to short item title. And then when we test drive, we're good to go. Once you're happy with your form, you can go ahead and click publish. And this will publish the form for use. So now, back into Agenda, we can go ahead and hit New Agenda Item. See our brand new template that we just created. Click Create. And we can fill this out appropriately. And when we hit Submit, a new agenda item will be created that can be added to a meeting.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions that you'd like to see answered in an upcoming Question Corner video, leave us a comment below.